Thank you. Appreciate that. My name is Jeff. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I know I don't sound like I'm... All right, I could use a ride home, so thank you. Yeah. I know I don't sound like I'm from Nashville, but I grew up on the north side of Nashville. That'd be Chicago. So... we moved there from Arizona. I don't know if you've been to Arizona. This is the time of year to go, by the way. Don't go there in July and fall for that dry heat garbage they give you. I don't care how hot it gets in Phoenix in July, some pinhead will look at you and go, doesn't feel 115, does it? It feels 285, sport. I learned something laying by a pool. It's time to get inside when your eyebrows burst into flames. Laying there and whoa. Time to go in, kids. Daddy's smoldering. Wife screaming at you, put your sunscreen on. For what, basting? Let's get out of here. Run with me, kids. God has abandoned this place. Run. Don't look back, you'll turn to salt. I read it in a book. Run. Run. And you hear about the health benefits. That's why old people move to Arizona. Apparently, it's healthy living inside a volcano. And they're right, I wasn't there 2 days and the water on my knee evaporated. Look at that. Huh? And I live near Sun City, Arizona. I don't know if anybody's been to Sun City. Retirement community, the people that live there are seniors retired. I tell you this, they drive golf carts around the town. Golf carts, and I'm telling you this because I actually saw a golf cart overturned in a ditch. All right, you're good people. You're as sick as I am. I remember. That was pretty much my reaction to that tragedy. Someone lost control of a golf cart. Are you kidding me? At what point do you voluntarily just hand over your driver's license? How'd you like get the black box back from that one? The pedal's stuck. I'm doing 11. 12. I'm up to 14. I can't hang on. Tell my wife I loved her. It'd be easy on the cops. I could just run next to you. Come on, Pops, pull it over. What's the rush? I got you doing 9 and a 6. But I'll take the heat over the cold. I grew up in Chicago. I thought I knew what winter was till I went to North Dakota. If you ask me, we can give North Dakota to Canada. I don't think we'll miss it. It was 83 degrees below zero. Below zero. That means it can warm up 83 degrees in one day and still be zero. Oh, get the storm windows off, honey. I'm boiling in here. It's gotta be zero out there. I saw a guy jogging. I'm on my way to work at night, to a club to work, and this guy's jogging in 83 below zero weather. He's out running the streets. I have to tell you this from my heart. Never in my life have I had a stronger urge to run over another human being with my car. And he would have thanked me. I know he would have. I don't get jogging. People that do it must love it. You gotta love it. I mean, I've tried it, wasn't very good. I'd run a mile, I'd buy half a dozen donuts, and then walk home. I ran every day for 8 months and gained 31 pounds. That jogging will pack on the flab, trust me. So a friend of mine who's one of these avid runners says, your problem is you don't have enough information. If you understood more about it, you would enjoy it more. Bought me a book on jogging. They write books on how to jog. How intellectually deprived do you have to be to not be able to figure out how to jog? Where do you run into problems while you're learning? Oh, gee, I'm skipping again. Boy, honey, there's a lot more to this jogging than meets the eye. Are there people in America so dense they see runners on the horizon? How do they do that? There's gotta be a book. The book is that thick, which means they fill it with information you'll never use just to make a book. They had one chapter devoted to how to train for a marathon. Are you kidding me? Like I'll ever live 26 miles from a donut shop. Why else would one run that far? Some of the information I used, they tell you what to do if you're ever out jogging and a dog chases you. They tell you not to try to outrun the dog because the dog will catch you and bite you. So this is what you're supposed to do. You turn around, you face the snarly beast, point your finger at him, apparently so he knows you're talking to him. You don't want any confusion out there. You know, an armadillo could zip by and you got chaos. After you point, you stomp your foot and you scream, freeze! The loud voice is supposed to scare the dog. He will know you're the one in charge. Yeah. So I'm out jogging one morning, and trust me, this is the pace I jog at. I didn't want to break a sweat while I was out running, because that's annoying. And I got my zone, and you runners know what a zone is. That's where your thoughts just become so focused on one thing, and I'm thinking glazed. I'm gonna get a glazed, a cinnamon roll, and a buttery croissant. From my zone, I get awoken by this vicious sound. I stop running, and I turn around, coming down the street, full bore, with his teeth flared. These are teeth. It's this tiny little three-legged dog. He's missing his right front leg, and he is motoring, Jack. He's like... Well, perhaps I'm a tad warped, but I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. I couldn't get freeze out. I was pointing at him and spitting on myself, just laughing. He kept coming. And then he got close enough to me, I got nervous. And like the book said, I stomped my foot, I pointed, and I went, freeze! The dog stopped. And then began to tip where the leg was missing. And you can see it in his eyes. Oh, not again, man!